So this dish is hung trout with grilled vegetables and a few herbs, finished off with a butter caper sauce. Here's how you make it. So what we're going to do now for one of our other recipes is we are going to be doing what we call hung fish. Now this is a very clever technique I learnt earlier this year from an Irishman called Mark. It's just a really nice gentle way of cooking the fish. And then we're going to stick them on the stick through the two hazel Y sticks, and that's just going to hang there and just gently smoke and warm through the fish, and then we finish it off on the grill over here. And what happens is you slowly cook it, you get this kind of, all the gelatin from under that skin kind of really oozes through all the flesh, and it's wonderfully juicy meat. So take your fish, you have to kind of hit it behind, but you basically have to hit it, you look here, just kind of north of the spine, and just get through it like that, and then thread it on like that. So I think if you get it too far back, then as it cooks it might fall off, so you need to make sure it's hitting that really strong point. So then we'll take the other fish, same again, straight through, and then we hang them both bellies open just over the fire like that, and we're just going to leave that sort of gently smoke, remove any bits of grass. So they'll probably be on there for probably around about 20 minutes max before we move them over onto that. And then there's a really wonderful, simple sort of caveman style technique of testing the heat. You basically just want to hold your hand by the fish there for about, you can hold it there for about 5 seconds. You know you've got good temperature, and then you can just move some of the coals that side, because you just want to cook it indirectly and really gentle. So we'll just make sure they're shoved on like that, and then we'll come back to them and check them in about 15 minutes. The two fish that we had hanging up on the Y sticks here, we've now moved down and they've just been sat just on the grill here. So they've just been gently smoked. All we had to do is wait for the skin to go nice and leathery, and then we put them onto the grill, gently cook them for maybe 5 minutes on each side, and then what you end up with is this kind of beautiful juicy fish with all that gelatin that's just kind of relaxed in to the flesh. So to finish it off before we plate it up, we've got some basic veg here. So we've got something called a pickled brine carrot, which we put in here, which is just a very brief pickle overnight for some very small carrots. We've got some celery, and we've got some cauliflower, which has just been lightly seasoned, bit of olive oil in there. And then you just put it in a sieve, and we just put it straight on the hot coals there, and then we just jiggle it around from time to time. Whilst we're doing that, we're gonna deal with the first of our fish. So, just gonna move this over here. I'm just gonna score down it, just down the lateral line, and just gently ease that off. And you can see that that is almost, it's pretty solid, pretty leathery. That's what we're after. And then underneath we have this beautiful, beautiful, freshly caught test trout. So just give those a bit of a jiggle around. So veg is done, we've got a bit of colour on it, warmed it through a bit. We're going to stick that straight on the plate. So once we've plated that veg up, we can then just flake off our beautiful fish. Now, a key thing, nice little fact, when you're plating stuff up, always try to go with odd numbers, because it always looks much more pleasing to the eye. So put the fish on there. We're just going to garnish it with a little bit of yarrow, which is a leaf I picked a bit earlier on from just upriver, and then we're going to finish it just with a few little bits of dill, so get some nice herbs in there, and then final little flourish, got a little bit of our caper butter, just drizzle over the top. And there's our dish done and ready to go.